Okay, well, we're at 11 o'clock, so welcome to the Beaver Network with me, Angry Pixie Lee. We're talking about all kinds of stuff, politics, and whatever you need to bring up, but welcome, welcome. Tap, 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 share this live out there, and let's get some people in and see what the Discord is this week. I'm sure there's lots of Discord. How many of you have voted already? Just so you know, Beaver Network hails out of Canada. And tonight we're hailing out of the Sunshine Capital, Canada, southeast corner of British Columbia. So, it's not sunny right now. The sun's up till about 10 o'clock already. But anyways, tap, tap, bring your friends, share. Let's have some fun. If I could shut that dog up for a minute. Naya! Stop it. She's mad because I won't let her in here. And I cut my hair, and I might have cut it a little too short. But anyways, welcome to the Beaver Network. We're just getting going on Late Night with Pixie Lee. We're going to be talking, the orange potato, backing around, and never mind the election. Where are we at? Where are we at, Jack? How many of you already went to the advance polls? 7 million people. The fuckity. We got some traction now, Jackson. Traction, Jackson. Oh. Got PP in Saskatoon. What? What? So Carney's gonna win it by a landslide, eh? My favorite new hashtag is Get Bent, Bud. Them conservatives really like that one. Get bent, bud. They love it. Like to fight with them over the misinformation of the misinterpretation of the pew pew legislation too. It's funny. But I'm too perfect till I open my big mouth. Welcome, welcome. Come on in. See what the beaver's snapping tonight. Might have some snapping turtles. Actually, we just had a turtle release here in the East Kootenay. We, every year, save the turtles. So they actually bring the eggs in, keep them all winter long, and then on the first, I think it's the first Tuesday or something, in the second Tuesday in April, all them little baby turtles go out. And they set them all loose in the swamp and hope they survive. But they're, the red ear sliders that are illegal in Alberta. But we have them running wild over here. Is that the cat trying to break in? Welcome, welcome. Tapping is clapping. Sharing is caring. Come on in. Let's have some angry pics. We can talk orange potato tonight. We want to talk Discord. Orange potato. Let's see. PP in Saskatoon, because he's tucking his little weepy tail between his legs. Poor wah. Poor PP. The wire. It's kind of funny. Saskatoon and all. That's a helping place to be. I've actually been to Saskatoon a few times. We actually used to have a couple out there. My friend owned Skunk Bunk in Saskatoon. Good place to be. But, why PP's there? Tucking his tail. I just wanna be me with my big mouth. Oh. Funny, some of the NDP are running around with red on one side, orange on the other. We just got to notice that. Sign company screwed up and we got 200 more signs coming. We're going to go paint the town red. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. Welcome, welcome. Come on in, friends. And what do you want to talk about today? Orange potato chips. Let's give some away. I think the orange potato is losing his marbles. His chips are flying all over the White House. Flying all over the White House. Them orange potato chips. 'Cause he's too messy. And then he's too fucking nuts. Why isn't he not allowed? I just want to be an orange potato chip tonight. 'Cause I'm too messy. Oh. References for PB. I got plenty. She actually like touched that weasel fucking head. Ugh. Oh. Glitch. Seriously. He's got the worst handshake I've ever had to, you know, the unpleasure of touching. He ain't selling nothing for me. I've already voted, and it ain't for him. Right? The Emperor's New Clothes. He's following the Trump branding that Harper bought out the back door of the White House about 5 years ago. Right after Trump got his first term. So little fucking Heil Harper fucking stuck his little ass down to the fucking White House, and they bought the MAGA branding, because MAGA's actually a brand, right, with their hats and all their merch and shit. They have to actually brand that, copyright it, and make it actually like a brand, like Nike. So MAGA's actually like a brand, like fucking Nike or Fila, and right, yeah, like a fucking peacock. He needs to get his fucking pee-pee fucking chopped. All made in China. I don't fucking care. MAGA. You're right. All the hats are made in China. Because they're going to bring back America by bringing all them, you know, people are going to want to work in warehouses, stations, and, you know, make hats and socks. We'll bring back that manufacturing making socks. Right? They shouldn't fucking move the fucking charity of churches. Fucking good. Fuck the churches. Fucking all it is a great big fucking corporation of bullshit. If it was actually charity, they'd be giving stuff away rather than buying fucking houses for their fucking priests and fucking fuck off. You bet. Take the charities away from the churches. You bet. Fuck, I'm down for that. Woohoo! Give it to charities that actually do the work. Missions for Bibles. They don't keep any of the money here. They fucking buy Bibles and then stuff their fucking religion down somebody's throat that doesn't want to hear it. Like colonization, you know? They take their little Bibles and they go on their little missions of conversion. Kind of like the fucking Mormons, right? Fuck off. Good. Woohoo! Another one for the liberals. Right on! Taking away charities from churches. Woohoo! I love it. Because guess what? Churches and politics shouldn't be in bed together. Woohoo! We got the flash goal. Woo woo! Right on. Thank you, suckers. But yeah, good. Churches don't need fucking charity. Fuck that. Let them take it. Take it! Woo woo! One more fucking reason why I voted liberal. Because again, politics and religion don't belong in the same sentence. And you want to take your Christian nationalism and shove it down my throat? How about bend over and I'll shove it up your ass for you? Hi, Angela. How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Well, you know, us Gen Xers, right? No time for fucking painting it pretty, but putting lipstick on a pig, right? Put some lipstick on that pig. Put a big... I used to say to my ex, you know, I walk into the asshole store, and the one with the biggest red bow on the top shelf, the biggest asshole, I'll go in that asshole store and I'll pick him. Right? Big red bow. It's like voting for the Conservatives. And beating your head fucking against the wall over and over again. I walked into the wrong asshole store this time. My neon forehead fucking sign was like, you know, sucker was... It got worn off. But at one point in time, I had fucking sucker written right across my fucking forehead. In neon. Fuck, this piece of hair is driving me nuts. Uncle Todd. Welcome. Yeah. And I'm too special to open my big mouth. I want to be me. That's a fucking great song. Right? I have to ask myself, too, who's running the fucking show, the me or the dogs? They seem to get their way and they're fucking awful demanding, and I seem to have to run after them way more than they ever run after me. I actually kicked him out of my room because I have a brand new bed, like a brand new mattress and new bedding. And they're normally in my bed, but I kind of feel like I'm sleeping in a dog bed. Like, I don't have a bed. The dogs have a bed and I get to sleep in it with them. So that's why she's whining at the door, because she's like, meh. I got new throw rugs. I mean, it's all cheap shit from fucking, the Chinese free market. But no, you're not coming in here. I'm gonna at least like my bed for at least, a little while, so it's mine for just half a minute. Then I got a large number of dogs. And that one's my daughter's dog that's been, sleeping over for a while. Having a little bit of a doggy vacation. I'm not liking Grandma so much right now. But yeah. Because that's the only grandbabies I got. They all got fur. My kids don't have any kids. My husband's kids do, but we don't see them. We just paid for them. Then the bitch comes up. How do you like me spending your child support? We're in the bar. Like, you're special. My piece of shit didn't pay, so. Woohoo! So, what's going on in the world of voting? Anybody, did you vote yet? Did you go to the advance polls? Did you put your little X? Did you bring a pen? See, I used a pencil because that's what was in the voting booth. But I guess if you felt better by using a pen, but I'm pretty sure that a pen fucking makes your vote invalid. Because I'm pretty sure the machines can't read pens. All you fuckers that were used a pen, your votes don't count. I hope you realize that. That's why there's a pencil. Because it has to be ran through a machine that only reads a pencil. So you fucking retards out there that fucking used a fucking pen, your valid vote, you wrote it. All you conservatives, Hong Kong, bring a pen! Hong Kong, bring a pen! Yeah, I did. But they had pencils in there because the pencil has to be used on that ballot. So when you put it into the machine can read it. But if you use a pen, your vote's invalid. Because the machine can't read the pen. But all these honk, bring a pen so they can't alter your vote. Right? All at Pee-Pee's Potato Party. Honk. And if you used a pen, that's what I say, Pee-Pee's Potato Party. Are you kidding me? The AI is going, this is Pee-Pee's Potato Party. Right? The Maple Magas demanded a pen. So they all used a pen. But if they realize that all their votes are now been flushed down the toilet. I'm fucking killing myself because you can't use a pen because the machine doesn't read them. And how I know that, I worked for Elections Canada one year. Nobody gets near them. There's 4 people that get near those ballot boxes, and then they're actually moved to a secure place, and then they're counted by 4 people that have been with the Elections Canada for years, right? You use a pen. Honk! Mwah! That's how funny that is. Right? Stupid fuckers. That's how fucking bah. Who's the fucking sheep now, fuckers? Wait till that gets around. Watch them fluffing. Oh my god. They're going to demand that they go and be able to vote again, right? But they're gonna don't tell them till after Monday. We'll keep it quiet till after Monday. Let them all take their pens. So, shh. Don't make that. Shh. I shouldn't say it. Shouldn't have said much, but yeah. I'm chewing my apple. Bring your pen. Make sure you take a pen. You don't want them altering your votes, folks. Oh, you know, honk! Make sure you write big X right beside your conservative in pen. Make sure, so you know your vote wasn't stolen or altered. Oh, apparently I've been restricted. I never get restricted. Why? Why am I restricted? What theme? What are you talking about? Oh, God. Great. Apparently it doesn't like me snorting. Or maybe it's the honk. It's not funny. We're not allowed to talk about the federal election. Apparently you get restrictions for speaking truth about the election. Don't speak any truth about it. Don't. You'll get a restriction. Oh, now the restriction's gone. Oh, my. Anyways, welcome to the Angry Pixie, where tonight all your dreams will come true. Oh, I'm just full of it today. I don't even know what to talk about because there's so much crap going on. I usually wait for somebody to piss in my cornflakes. And then it's gloves off. So, yeah. Nobody's pissing in my cornflakes tonight. Oh, what's wrong with everybody? Y'all a bit slow. There's nobody crying and whining out there about not being able to buy a house tonight. Actually said, it's a facade of bullshit. The reason why I got a house is because my grandparents died and I had to buy it back from the Chip Mortgage Company. Yeah, I get a lot of restrictions. I got one for, I don't know, saying gross. I appealed and I got that one back, and I think I got another one for saying, oh, you can't fix stupid. And that they wouldn't let, I couldn't appeal that one. I said, oh no, that one's bad. That's really, really bad. Really, really bad. Orange potato. Oh yeah. What's he got going on tonight? Oh yeah. Who fucking knows? That guy's got a fucking 110 things going on at once. But let me tell you about that fucking defense guy. Boy, oh boy. He needs to be hanging out with Elon a little more. Maybe some more drunk texting. I really hate that background. There's got to be something better. Because if I move back and forth, apparently it's okay. Anyway, it's kind of funny, but anyways, yeah. But that Pete Hegsted, holy moly! I need my wife to have a security clearance now. She's running for a security clearance, but Poilievre's running away from one. You know, the U.S. is like, can I get my wife one? I need my wife has to have a top security clearance, man. Like, can we get her one? Poilievre's like, I'm not getting one. They're gonna gag me. Meanwhile, you know, Pete's like, signal. Get my wife a security clearance, quick. Top one. Oh, God. And there's Pete. I don't need a security clearance. Anna and I don't need them. They'll gag us. But, you know, there's Pete. Get my wife a top security clearance like now, yesterday. Isn't that the facts of the facts? One's running for one, get me my what, and the other one's going, I'm in Saskatoon. Look at me smiling. I'm in Saskatoon. What? I don't know. That dog. All mad. She's big mad. Because she can't come in here. Canadians aren't allowed to say much. on TikTok. Boy, oh boy, let us rip on Meta. Or Meta, whatever the hell. I barely got restriction on that. Well, I've been in Facebook jail a few times. But, you know, only for showing a candy. Would you like to buy some candy? I showed the candy. I was put in Facebook jail for a community violation. Oh. I don't use the word schmatzy on Facebook. I call it right out with the big old N word. Never get a restriction. Hashtag red hat brown shirt. No, I can't say that on here, but oh boy, over there I can. Well, yeah, because it's for boomers. If somebody calls me a boomer, it's like, you don't want to go there. Call me a boomer just because of the gray hair. Well, this gray hair, you know, most of you, like, millennials pay, like, thousands of dollars for this. Mine just grows out of my head like this. As you're all calling me a boomer, as you're trying to get the same hair color that I've got. I don't pay for mine, but you do. Way more. So I'm chewing on the Smarties. It helps keep the noises. It helps keep the voices out of my head. The other noises, you know, every wrinkle, every hair. You bet we did. Running through the neighborhood, trying to get home before them street lights went out. You know, grabbing that garden hose. It's just funny because like all we do is play outside, right? But these kids are like, oh my god, you played outside? What's that? You left the house? What's that? A bike? What's that? It doesn't come... It's not like visual, like the bike... What's that? Phone face. You want me to do what? Mine's 15. I got 30s and then I had a baby when I was 40. So I have a 15-year-old. So I get to keep up with all the new stuff. Babe, that soup.
Are you done?
No, not at all. But you should probably have some soup.
Oh.
I made soup. So I'm telling him, go get some soup. No soup for you. Oh my god, this piece of hair. I cut my hair this week and it's like, it was doing great until, you know, potato party madness. Woohoo! Apparently we're having a potato party. Orange potato tater. I hate this bag screen. I should just take it down, but then I guess, you know, permission to release. Release what? No soup for you, right? You have to be old enough to remember that. What are you releasing? Your brain on the floor? No, don't do that. But yeah, Seinfeld, if you remember the No Soup for You episode, it's pretty, you know, pretty funny. Right? Some of us are, you know, some of us are past the age of 12. It was hilarious, right? Costanza. Right? You know, how she dances. Like a robot. We're gonna dance the night away. Yeah, pretty funny indeed. Yeah. No soup for you. And then, of course, we should all probably acknowledge that it is Holocaust Remembrance Day today. Since he was the soup schmatzy and all. Right? George can't stand, right? He's like the fucking Kramer. Oh, it's just too funny. Like that was probably like, and I'm not much of a sitcom watcher anymore because I just find them like, well, like, no, The Prince of Bel Air. Like, come on, like that was another good one, right? Fresh Prince. I like that one too, but you know, like we had the Fonz, and we had like we had some pretty good ones like Happy Days and Laverne and Shirley, and you know, Seinfeld was after, and Friends. They were all like more when we were adults, but when we were kids, we had like right Fresh Prince, but like I said, when we were kids, like we, you know, I MASH and Bunker. Stuff that we're not allowed to, you know, that are absolutely like Bunker was definitely not like politically correct. Now, like you can catch it on Deja Vu, and I still watch it. The Jeffersons, like I Love Lucy. That's a little bit before my Bewitched. Again, I'm a '70s kid, so like you know, I'm more like the Happy Days kind of, you know, Twilight Zone, yeah, SCTV. And when like Much Music when it first came out, I'd stay up. I had a little black and white in my bedroom, and I'd stay up late on Friday and Saturday night so I could watch SCTV and then the Much Music videos afterward. And then the TV would go off. Like remember, like you know the line. You wake up at 3 o'clock in the morning, the TV's like shut off, right? And and have to wait till the TV came back on. I would start with the morning news at like whatever time it was, but you know. Partridge Family, yeah, Speaker Square, yeah, all good ones, right? But again, being, if you're, you know, above the 49th and not in the, you know, potato land, we had some good things, but like I said, actually it's funny because Eugene Levy was just on the TV in a commercial, and my husband's like, where do you get eyebrows like that? Who has eyebrows like that? It's like, oh, Eugene Levy has eyebrows like that. But, you know, you remember him, like, and like even WKRP in Cincinnati. Like there's another one, right? Another classic one that nobody seems to talk about much, but that was another great classic. You know, Charlie's Angels, right? You want to get in Dallas and all those like stupid shows that we watched when we were kids. But again, like, you know, you're running for your phone, like, and it wasn't like running for your phone, you're running for your phone, yeah? Right? Yeah, and then we watched, you know, Run Home After School, so we watched Days of Our Lives. The soaps after school now. Like we were watching after school specials. We were running home for general hospital and fucking Days of Our Lives. Come on. We were 80s kids. We were like, you know, we were going home after school, hiding outside, smoking cigarettes, running for the, you know, underneath the fucking parents' liquor cabinet. Turkey, right? We're gonna release turkeys from a plane for Thanksgiving. Woo! WKRP in Cincinnati. Right? It was so great. That was, yeah. And old Herb Tarlick. Oh. Classic TV, right? I guess if, like I said, you have to be old enough to, like, appreciate that. In fact, one of my best friends, her birthday's coming up, and she's going to be 60. She's 5 years older than I am, so she's turning 60. I'm having a big bash for her, right? Yeah. But, yeah. She's old hippie. Not even a hippie, like I said, she was born in 65, so the beginning of the Gen X's, right? I hate that. I just have to sit closer to the camera. I want to sit any closer to the camera. I'm good. What's behind me? What's behind me? Oh, it's a dog. It's actually not. I wonder if my hubby's going to bring me some soup. That'd be fucking epic. After I made it. Bring me some soup. So I'd have some soup. Or he's going to say, no soup for you. So I know, what's new with you, Pussycat? Whoa, 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 what's new, Pussycat?
Yes.
So again, the Discord tonight is, did you vote? Did you already put your vote in? Did you already vote? You should have. And if you didn't, well, you still have to, you know, the 28th, right? So, 28th's the big day. And then, you know, right? That's it. You know, I never thought of it, Mods. But that's very true. Because he was behind a lot of it. And even, what's his name? Laverne and Shirley. What the hell was his name? Since he passed away, too. Because he was the creator of Happy Days and all of them, too. It wasn't Aaron Spelling. It was, the heck was his name? Mark and Mindy. There's another one, right? Robin Williams. Love Bone, yeah. That was another one. But yeah, who was that? What was his name? Gene. Good grief. I can see his face, but I can't remember his name. But even like that new, like Roseanne's okay. They're bringing Roseanne back. I seen a clip where they're bringing Roseanne back. And I'm like, yeah, really, like, yeah. I mean, it was alright, but is it revivable? Why don't they revive, like, I don't know, The Facts of Life? Or, like, they think they tried bringing back The Fresh Prince, but with different characters. Like, bring back fucking Will Smith and do, like, a reunion of The Fresh Prince. Like, even with them watching them do the TikTok trends, like, they all look great. Like, I watch a revive of yeah, well, you know, he smacked, yeah, but he shouldn't be done. He should just get back with it. Yeah, Will Smith, I know, but he should get with it. He's been doing TikToks. Have you not seen any of those TikToks that he's doing with the TikTok trends? Yeah, he's been on TikTok. But yeah, him, you know, doing the old smack-a-roodle-oodle and now the divorce and who knows, but you know, they seem to dig themselves out of the grave. How, I don't know. But look at Charlie Sheen, for example. Like, you know, look at Robert Downey Jr. Like, what a fucking fuck up that guy was. And look how he dug himself up and dusted himself off and became fucking Iron Man. You know, it's Hollywood. Bollywood. You can go anywhere. Now they're trying to bring in Northern Wood up here with the tariffs and stuff. Apparently, you know, why all the Canadian actors are running home. Even Devinder moved back to Nova Scotia. We got Mike Myers moved back. Like, even Neil Young's thinking of fucking moving back. Like, what the fuck? You guys moved... You moved 3 decades ago to the U.S. and now you're all fucking scuffling home? Fuck off. Oh. Oh. I never did fucking like Diddy. I always thought he was a fucking... I was never a fan of Diddy's. I always thought he was an arrogant piece of shit. Like, always. Like, he just the way he was, like, he'd come on the stage when, you know, like, I saw some clips of the way he was talking to Rihanna at one time. It was like, oh, really? I heard Gaga was a Zionist, too. I'm like, oh, really? Like, why? Why can't you just, like, why? Oh, that's nice. But yeah, like, Diddy. But, you know, that's quite typical in the music industry. If you look even into the Canadian industry, I think David Foster's probably the only one. Because look at, like, even Celine Dion and Shania Twain. Like, they married, like, their producers who were, like, several years older than them. Because I'm the same, well, Shania's, I think, 5 years older than I am. I sang with him at Kiwanis music festivals when we were kids, right? So, Jay-Z. Yeah, I heard that, too. But again... I'm going to tell you straight up, I was involved in the music industry before I was, like, when I was younger, right? And I was supposed to go to Vancouver when I was 16, and my parents would not let me go. I think I'm thankful. Because, like I said, even if you... Yeah, they did. But it's still, like, look at the difference in the age and stuff. And what did she have to, like, why did she marry him? Like, you know what I mean? Like, did you ever think, like... Yeah, I just... they were just, like, creeps. But again, my first husband... was 6 years older than I was too. I was 16 and he was 22. And now, you know, anyway, things were different back then because in the 80s, nobody thought anything about it. We were all kind of groomed that way. Like, you know, like, and look back into the 50s. Like, but again, like, think about the abuse and stuff that we didn't talk about. right? And how many of our friends got pregnant so they could get away from their houses, from their dads? Then you have to wonder what the hell was going on with their dad. But again, we weren't talking about that shit back then. Nobody said shit if their mouths were full. If you got your parents smacked you around, you hit it. You didn't tell even your friends. I found out that my one friend was getting her ass kicked all the time by her stepdad, and she never said a fucking word. Right? We weren't allowed to. It's like, suck it up, princess. What's up, buttercup? Don't say a word. Right? Like, and we didn't. And we kept it. And now, like, now that we're in our 50s and stuff, and, and I've got complex PTSD, and it's like, where the fuck did that come from? Oh, yeah, we weren't allowed to. We weren't allowed to. Like, that's what I mean. Like, if children were to be seen and not heard, right? And when my dad's parents came, we didn't say fucking shit if our mouths were full. We would have got backhanded, right? Right? And now our kids are having babies, and they're letting these babies just because we were helicopter parents. And I was like, oh my god, be poor thing. Let me be here for you all the time. Meanwhile, we were just like left like a garbage bag beside the road. Oh, are you home yet? Like they had commercials. It's 10 o'clock. Do you know where your children are? To remind them that we were all drunk smoking cigarettes. Like half of us probably have fetal alcohol syndrome because our parents were all drunk smoking cigarettes at the fucking bar. And we were running loose on the streets. Right? Nobody knew about alcohol or anything back then, right? So who knows? Like I said, half of us are probably fetal alcohol syndrome, and we're all fucking Gen Xers. Like, no wonder we're all having issues. Just saying, like, have you been tested for fetal alcohol syndrome? Were you home by 10 o'clock at night? I remember my dad coming up puking all over the front porch. My mom sits down there losing her shit. My dad's like, what? We don't got drunk with my uncle. Right? My mom be madder than hell. So really, like, check yourself. Are you sure you're not, Are you sure your mommy didn't drink? She'll tell you she didn't. She'll lie. Just a bit of sherry before bed, sweetheart. Get some, angel wine, res, and strawberry wine. Yeah, see, I'm funny. Just not funny looking. Grandma coming up with her cherry whiskey. Just a little sniff. They would put fucking whiskey on our fucking gums. Right? Or fucking just a little snippet in there. Here's a little whiskey in with that milk for the bubba. They'll sleep great. Right? That and Valium. Here's a little Valium for you, little sweetheart. They have these. Right? They're little. These are supposed to be like makeup cases, right? And they're little makeup cases lined with Valium. This thing's valuable. I think it still has some in there. I'm kidding. But this one's still got makeup in it. Like, it's a very nice case. But, and before, and in this area, before Prohibition, because before Prohibition, the ladies were, drinking Coca-Cola and coping well. Never mind the volume. All right, so now we're going to take a minute. I've been flapping my face off. We're going to tap and clap. So please hit your, like and share. Bring me some friends and followers and, gift the network if you care. If you don't have to because I don't see any of it. Well, us creators just, ask for the money. It goes into the pot. I think our pot's actually growing so we can actually move some traders to the U.S. I think that was our plan. Let's get us up to at least 1,000. Come on. Come on, folks. But yeah, I think that's what our deal was. We were gonna raise money so we could pack up people and drive them straight to the U.S. border. Yeah, there we go. Except myself, 93 likes aren't that special. We got 1K now, woohoo! All right, but you know how it goes back in the 80s. You know, I had a princess phone beside my bed until I pissed my mom off, and then she took it away from me. That was her. That was her. My punishment, right? Do as you're told, and then I'll let you can keep your phone in your room. But if you do anything, if you fuck up, you lose your phone. I don't know how many times I lost that phone, but I was only like, and then if I was on it after a certain time, she'd come in and unplug it from the wall. You're supposed to be off the phone by 10 o'clock. And if you're not off the phone by 10 o'clock, I'm going to come and unplug your phone. And it was a princess one. And it lit up and it had the push buttons. It was one of the first push button. Yeah, a little pink princess phone from AGT. I think I was, I don't know, like 12 or 13. And she bought me all the white furniture from Simpson Sears from the catalog. The only thing I never had was my hutch from my dresser. But yeah, she just liked, and then when I was out and older, we got water beds. Remember them? Anybody had a water bed? Do you miss your water bed like I miss my water bed? Oh man, that thing was the best thing ever. I loved my water bed. I mean, sure, it popped a leak a few times, but I guess it came to the point that houses, apartment buildings wouldn't let you have them because they, you know, oh, I had a queen size. We had super singles when we were kids. My mom bought them for us for Christmas one year, but yeah, they were the best. Especially when you had, like, you know, cramps. Just lay flat on that thing and turn the heat up. It was like one great big fucking heating, great big water bottle. The best shit ever. The best. Welcome. I bought some. I don't think I can buy them anymore. I know they got fancy. Mom and Dad got one that had the bladders in it. And then it like had a mattress like around it and the bladders were in the middle. It was a super, you know, high-tech waterbed. Yeah, we got one of the waterbeds. Loved them. I can't believe it. I don't even know why they got rid of them. Probably because insurance, but probably too many people popped them and leaked and caused too many issues with insurance. You know, maybe getting the weight, you know, falling through apartment floors. It's hard to say. Kind of like fish tanks. Like you can't have fish tanks in apartment buildings because they're afraid that they'll leak, explode, burst, and that doesn't cover their insurance. So these are rules. You know, you can have a small one, but you can't have like a 50-gallon tank or whatever in some of the apartment buildings. Strata won't let you. Kind of like a tarantula snake. They don't want them to get loose. Oh God. Aria's on the TV again. Like goddamn fucking polio. Fuck. Ugh. I should just change the channel. I'm not really like soft. And I just have it like, I'm going to put this, you know what I'm going to put on? I'm going to put on the fireplace. And then I can maybe roast some imaginary marshmallows. You have that option? There she goes. There she goes. Whacked out again. I don't want to watch the demon. Where is it? Come on, fireplace. Where'd you go? Fire log. I don't want fire log. I want outside fire. So I can pretend that I'm sitting outside, you know, roasting a marshmallow. A marshmallow. Will you stop? Naya, go away. Dang dog. And like I said, she's not even my dog. She's my daughter's dog. And it's just okay. The following film has a damer. It's a film. Oh, it is. It's exactly what I wanted. I'm going to have to show you. Because this is fucking epic. When I said I wanted to roast a marshmallow, did the TV, like, hear me? How do I take this off? Can you see that? No, probably can't. How do I take that off so you can see this? I'm sure I can do that. Flip camera. No, because it's got this stupid background on it. Settings. No. How do I do this? There she goes. There she goes again. Okay, there we go. We can take it off. Can't we? Take. I want to take it off. Oh my gosh. There she goes. There. Okay. See? Isn't that epic? It's exactly what I wanted. I wanted to look at a fire that I could pretend that I was roasting marshmallows on. Like, that is the best ever. Alright, now we'll go back to this. And back to programming. Right? Isn't that cool? I just put it on my phone, like, just like, yeah. Now I gotta flip the camera back. There. Now I'm back. I didn't realize I could do actually all that while I was live, but apparently I can. So that's pretty cool too. But, wild stories. Yeah, I think we got some wild stories going on again. But yeah, so now I can, you know, sit here pretending that I'm sitting by the lake roasting an orange potato. I know what's going on tonight. Ragey Pixie. Welcome. Tap, tap, tap the screen. Make it so I'm gonna scream. Because we need to get some people in here. Because apparently I only got 3 people. The frickety frick. What do I have to do to get people in here? Do I have to, like, show my feet? Where, like, play some Cars tunes? Remember them? The Cars? I bet you don't. But yeah, well, you might, mods. But, I bet you the incels and the Gen Zs and what's the Cars? I asked my kid, do you know who Avril Lavigne is? He goes, no. Who's that? Meanwhile, the kid's listening to fucking Radiohead. I'm like, where did you... Radiohead? Like, I mean... 15. I'm like, alright. Where'd you... I've never been a Radiohead fan. I'm more of Metallica, like AC/DC. Oh, I got to watch AC/DC live on this thing last night. It was great. I thought that was great. Old Angus doing his... with his little fingers and his little toes. I love Angus. Zen. But, yeah, so we're doing the jiggity jig. We're roasting marshmallows for vicariously on this beautiful fire on the TV. And there she goes. We were doing the no soup for you because I made soup. And I would bring some for you if I, you know, had a Jeep. How's the soup?
Good.
Just good. Apparently my soup is good. Nobody's bringing me any soup, so I guess it's no soup for you. Yeah, I love Supertramp too. And Rush. Stampeders. Nazareth. April Wine. Like some old school, you know, turkey, because is whatever, whatever. We just do the food. We don't do the holiday, the Passover, all that stuff. But yeah, Nazareth. I seen a lot of them live, like Toronto, Headpins, like Canadian tunes, like the Canadian bands that most Americans have never heard of, right? Even the Tragically Hip made one appearance on Saturday Night Live and never picked up any traction in the U.S. It's like, the fuck kind of music taste do you fuckers got down there? None. Like, even Rush, like Geddy Lee got a little bit of traction down there, but not a lot. But I don't know very many Canadian bands that they really like, well, Shania Twain and Celine Dion, right? But Triumph, yeah, fucking rights I do. Foreigner's gonna be here, and we had the Stampeders here on Tuesday night, actually, at our little they bring a lot of like old like rock and roll here. But yeah, I do remember Triumph. I love them. But yeah, even like in Lethbridge, like Average Joe's and stuff would bring in like April wine, and I don't even know who we saw. Like had, like I said, had pins. We went out to a bar in Warner, BC, to see fucking Toronto. Like bumfuck nowhere, Warner, Alberta. Like on the way to Milk River, like on the way to Coots, right where the other honkers were honk. I used to live out that way. They're all Canadian, eh? Even like, you know, fucking what's his fucking name? I'm trying to Kim Mitchell, another one, right? That you know we see around and stuff that is again another Canadian rock and roll. Like we had some really great bands back in the 80s and 90s that are all Canadian. Like even like some Native bands, First Nation bands too. Like Dr. Pepper. Brian Adams just actually announced 19 tours. He's going to start in Kamloops, BC. Skip right over top of us. Yeah, Alanis Morissette. You betcha. Avril Lavigne too. Nickelback. In fact, I'm from the home of Nickelback in Hannah, Alberta. You betcha. That's a really nice, like, little lake scene going on there. Yeah, there's a lot of good Canadian bands. And like I said, old, 80s, 90s. Like 2000 when you got like Bieber, Drake, newer ones, but Alanis Morissette, she's still rocking and rolling too. So is Avril. Avril's still pretty, But again, there's lots probably bands from the U.S. Or bar bands and stuff that we've probably never heard of either. Like there's bands in Quebec, for example. A lot of good talent in Quebec that sing in French that we don't hear out west, right? Yeah, Avril is really underrated. But that was Chad. She married fucking the guy from Green Day. And then she married fucking Chad fucking from fucking Nickelback. Like, don't do it. Don't marry them. Just. But these girls, a few years younger, like, I don't know. You gotta give them a little. Mind you, it took me till I was 35 till I actually grew up. And then it took me till I was, 35, I guess. Right on. Are you out there? Awesome. I love Ottawa. It's beautiful out there. I've been there a few times. No, actually, I've only been there once in February, and it was fucking cold. We were protesting on Parliament Hill. It was fucking cold. They said, yeah, dress warm. I lost my hat. I was wearing dress pants with, like, greetings. It was fucking cold. And I mean, I came out from central, like, southern Alberta. It was pretty fucking cold. Not like that cold. I had to buy myself, like, some fucking clothes. It was so cold. Yeah. And then I drove to Cohill in a blizzard. Yeah, I love Ottawa. It's beautiful. Montreal, too. In fact, I'm going to be out in Toronto, hopefully in October. I was supposed to be out in Toronto in March, but the event that I was going to got canceled. But it's supposed to be happening again in October. So if it is, I'm going to fly out to Toronto and then take the train from Toronto to Montreal, which might be a stop along the way, and then fly home from Montreal. It is a different vibe. Montreal is a whole different vibe too. That underground, like, I love it. And when they say the bagels with cream cheese and the log, oh, get it. Go get it. And I had the best poutine and the worst poutine in Montreal. Because they have poutine, like, chains that, like, just serve, like, different types of poutine. And I had one that was really bad. And then I went and we were staying in, at the Delta Hotel in downtown Montreal. And it was Light Festival, right? And we went to, I think it was the Little Brew pub or something down, I definitely Wilmot's. We went to the Montreal meat shop, smoked too, and then we got bagels from the bagel shop downtown too in Montreal. But it was Light Festival season 2. And the best lobster poutine I had was fabulous, but it was in Montreal. But like I said, I had the best poutine. And then we went to this restaurant. It was called Noir La Chaîne, the Black Dog in English, but yeah, was it Noir La Chaîne or something? And I had a beer in a bag. It was so cool. Little bag, like a little Pilsner stubby, like the old in a bag. And the food was fucking fabulous. It was fucking expensive. Like a charcuterie board was $75. It was huge. It was like the size of a table. It had like 7 or 8 of us, but It was so good. Best food I ever had. Yeah, it was called they called the Black Bob. I think it's called the Shendon Noir or something. I'd have to look. I don't even know what's there, but it was like in a old like an apartment building, like an old brick apartment building in a residential area. Like just off the side of like downtown Montreal, but it was like in the residential area. It was so good. But it was like packed. It was so good. Yeah. I'd have to ask my friend. It's been like, it was 2014. It's been a while. God, yeah. But it was really good. But yeah, like I said, it was expensive as fuck. But yeah, we hit the Montreal, we were down there, we did an event at the Greenlight, which was right across from Montreal's smoked meat shop. And it was actually a glass store, right? Like where they make smoking items out of glass. But in Quebec, it's illegal to do that. So we held an event there to show some of the Liberal MPs that were in town, because it was a Liberal convention actually, about MJ and the laws and why we wanted it legal and why we wanted to change the laws. And we then wrote the laws and the policies that weekend with them and the young Liberals at that convention and threw them out on the floor for to be voted on by the delegates, and we passed it. You're welcome. That's my forte. I was Pixie Lee on the cannabis culture forums back in like 2005, 2006. Dr. Pepper. All I'm missing is the ketchup chips. Yeah, it wasn't just me. Wasn't just me. There was a whole group of us. Like there was lots of us. Like all across the country. It was a pan-Canadian group of us from coast to coast to coast. And I came in actually as a delegate from the Crowfoot riding in Alberta, which was the first time ever in history, and there's never been another one since. It's a very conservative area, so. But I'm really impressed to see that actually there are Liberal candidates in Alberta this year. Like, unbelievable. Like, it's inspiring. Because we really have, since David Schwann resigned back in, I think it was 2012, the Liberals kind of faded into the dust in Alberta when, with Jason Kenney and all that. Yeah, it's just been a dumpster fire. I'm in British Columbia now, which is much better the area that I'm in, but drag the slider to fit the puzzle. No, okay. I've been on long enough that I have to unverified. What the hell? Oh. You have to line it up. Alright, to line it up. Unable to verify. This is ridiculous. It has to be absolutely perfect. You got 4 minutes. Or they're going to cut me off. And these are silly. There, finally. I'm surprised that Quebec is actually standing up as firmly for Canada as they are. Especially, but I don't think there is many separate. I don't know. Depends on where you are in Quebec. But I've got friends that live in Montreal that they say that it's fairly liberal, and then they've got there's still separatist in Quebec. But since this whole 51st state, you think that Quebec would be going, yay, we can separate now, but they're not. They're saying fuck you. We will never be you. We will never be them. Always great chatting with you, mods. Thanks for coming up. I appreciate you. I have to make sure you follow me on my own profile. This is not it. I know. Montreal, Quebec. But, you have to understand. Métis too, right? A lot of them. And then I understand where they come from. And I live in the West. I don't hate Quebecers. A lot of people do because they misunderstand. And they're uninformed and misinformed. And they just want to lump everybody in Quebec into one envelope. And they shouldn't. They should actually get in their car, drive out there, or fly out there and see what it's really like before they start judging people without knowing them. Oh, it looks like my fire is going out on TV. I wonder if I have to poke it. I bet. I'd love to live in Montreal too. My aunt and uncle moved out to Montreal back in, what year was that? My aunt went back to McGill University to get her master's degree. And they lived out there for 4 years while she was at McGill from Calgary. And they absolutely loved it. I would live there. If I had the opportunity to live in Montreal, I would go. Well, it's what you make it though too, right? I mean, everywhere is affordable if you make it that way, except for housing. Housing is really ridiculous here too. But you can blame a realtor for that. In fact, I have a theory. You can blame Stats Canada being shut down for 5 years. And then the provinces weren't getting the money because the feds at that point in time were Harper too, saying, oh, we don't have any stats. We don't know what your population is. Oh, we're just going to keep sending you the same amount of money because you can't prove to us that your population's growing. So then the municipalities weren't getting their money from the provinces either because they weren't getting the money from the feds. They still had libraries and arenas and roads and, water treatment centers and, city workers to pay. So they had the realtors go and pump the fucking prices of houses up so they could pump your property taxes up so they could fucking afford to pay for what they weren't getting from the fucking province. That the province wasn't getting from fucking the feds. They were the fucking conservatives. And that's how that's how I said, oh, thank you, woohoo. But that's how I see it. And everybody goes, oh no, Harper didn't do that. Yeah, he did. He claimed it was for privacy, right? Like, oh, we're invading your privacy. So with them invading our privacy and not getting any stats, which meant that there was no population growth, that they didn't have to actually give them the money to keep up with population growth. And whether you realize it or not, 5 years is a really long time to not have any money for population growth. And shutting down veterans' offices and losing money and doing, signing China 35 years and selling the wheat board and all these things. And nobody, it took the Liberal government 5 years just to clean up that mess. But nobody doesn't want to talk. Oh, what aboutism? Oh, what about Harper? Well, now they dug him out of his fucking grave and he's back. You got him all over the TV, old data eyes there, old Kyle Harper. Oh my God. Oh, somebody just went and stoked my fire on the TV. But that's, my theory on that. I've got conservatives that will argue with me blue in the face about the fact that that's what happened. Oh, that never happened. Oh, he didn't shut down offices. Oh, he didn't. I had a friend that had to go in, and had to prove that his leg hadn't fucking grown back so he could get his benefits. Yeah. I mean, I'm a little jealous of his hair because it is a little whiter than mine. But he looks like Data from Star Trek. The robot, the hair, the eye. No, now it's a poutine party. Before it was a potato party, now we're having a poutine party. Yeah. I'm not really pause this for a potty break. Oh yeah, they stoked up for it's all good. The zombie glare, right? Zombies. There's lots of those. Oh my God, this dog. Okay. I'm gonna have to do something with this dog. I'm cold. I'm trying to close my window here. There we go. Straighten out my bed. A little better. Alright, so I'm going to take a 5-minute breather. Be right back. Alright. Alright, I'm back. Oh, apparently I have to change this again. Jesus. There we go. Alright. Now we're back. But I paused myself for a minute because I needed to go grab some soup and another drink. Like my drink. My Dr. Pepper. You said the only thing I'm missing is my ketchup chips. Anyways, now I'm gonna turn my heating blanket on. There we go. There. And I made myself soup. So now I went and got some soup. So the no soup for you, I got soup. Let's see how it tastes. Looks like it's like pretty yellow from chicken broth. That's pretty damn good. Yum. Turkey soup. Make sure you check for bones because I didn't get them all. Make sure you check for bones. Bones. Yum. Turkey soup, nothing better. But yeah, it's one of those nights. So again, the topic would be, did you vote? Have you been to the advance polls? Have you voted? Did you vote? No? Oh my. That would be not good. There we go. Welcome, welcome. Tapping is clapping. Let's see. Oh, God. What is this thing doing? Being silly. Yeah, you're welcome, son. See, everybody's getting some soup. It's midnight. Well, his dad calls him down. Dinner's ready. We're typical Gen X kids. We're eating when we want to. We're teaching our 15-year-old son to be feral too. We overparented the other kids. Now they're jerks. So now we're underparenting this one so he can be cool like us. If that makes any sense. You learn your lessons. When you have, so many kids. You overparent, underparent. Underparenting makes them normal. Overparenting makes them neurotic. Right? Right. I must have boiled the shit out of everything. Because everything's kind of mushy. Mushy peas. You ever had mushy peas? They're good. We used to have this wicked fish and chip place in Kimberly. It was the best mushy peas ever. Fish and chips, yeah, now they don't have them anymore. I wonder if that new place anybody's makes mushy peas. I don't think they do. I would pay for mushy peas in a heartbeat. Loved them. Mushy peas. So good. He needs to go outside. The dogs need to go outside. So no discourse. Nobody wants to argue with me tonight. Nobody wants to come up and argue with me. That's odd. I usually get somebody coming in here going, PP for PM. Or something.
Nothing here for you.
But no, nobody even PP for PM tonight. Oh, that's cauliflower. I was thinking, oh my God, that looks like a bone. But it's not a bone. Yeah, my neck doesn't even look like I'm 55. Turkey neck. I'm eating turkey. No turkey neck. That's off the arm. Not one PP for PM. Like, wow. I'm shocked. I mean, our network probably brings a lot more friendlies than it does not. But, you know, usually I get one in here. One that wants to argue with the angry pixie. Angry pixie can't even be angry tonight. Oh, I've been funny. People, not angry. That's a switch, right? But again, like, you know, not one comment. Wow. Unbelievable. It's like crickets. Crickets. I wanna be me. Turkey soup. So good. They said we're teaching our kids to be feral. We're eating dinner at midnight. I wanna be me. Is that not allowed? No comments about mushy peas. No comments about PP for PM. Boy, you guys are really like lacking tonight in the fun zone. No angry pixie, like sit here and watch me eat soup. You don't even want to argue with me? What the fuck's going on with you? We lost our John. Where's your mojo? Nobody's got no mojo. There must be 100 other people on live tonight. Or something. Which is possible. And the zombies. We love the zombie stare. More bots. Yay! Bring it on, bots. Like I said, it's been pretty lame tonight. Not one PP for PM. Like, nobody wants to fight with the angry pixie. Must be 100 other, you know, discords out there. I would imagine there probably is. You know, Rachel Maddow. Who knows? Somebody funnier looking than me. Nobody wants to fight with me today. I'm so disappointed. Not one PP for PM. Not one. Like, what is up? I don't get that.